there and welcome back to our weekly Q&A where you get to ask the questions and I will answer them for you. Today I have a really interesting question from Camellia about what the difference between baking powder and baking soda is, if there is a difference. So they are both chemical, what is known as a chemical leavener. And what I mean by this is that a chemical leavener reacts chemically in your baking to create carbon dioxide, which then in turn allows your baking to rise and to increase in volume. But they do work slightly differently. So let's start with baking soda. Now, baking soda is also known as bicarbonate of soda, which you might be more familiar with, that term. And it is actually an alkaline and it needs an acidic ingredient also in the recipe for it to be able to react and create that carbon dioxide. So you need to make sure that there is an acidic ingredient like lemon juice, buttermilk, yogurt, vinegar. They're kind of the obvious acidic ingredients in your recipe for it to react, but it will also react with lesser acidic ingredients like brown sugar, golden syrup, what else? Honey is another one. So it will still react, albeit a little less intensely, but it will still work and create that carbon dioxide that you need for that leavening. Now, when it comes to baking powder is quite clever because it has the acidic elements already built into itself. So a baking powder is made up by bicarbonate of soda, so it contains bicarbonate of soda or baking soda, a moisture absorber like rice flour, and that prevents it from reacting too prematurely, and also some sort of powdered acid, usually one or two different types of powdered acids. And what happens when these powdered acids come in contact with either moisture and or heat is that they are activated, they then react with the bicarbonate of soda in the baking powder and create that carbon dioxide for the leavening. It's interesting to note that you don't need an acidic ingredient in your recipe when using baking powder because it's already built in. And the other thing to remember is that bicarbonate of soda or baking soda is actually 4 times or has 4 times the leavening strength than baking powder does. So that's just a little introduction to the differences between bicarbonate of soda or baking soda and baking powder, and how they work and react and create that beautiful lift and rise in your baking. So I'm hoping that has answered your question, Camellia, and if you've got a question that you would like to ask me, pop it in the comments box below. I would love to know what you're curious about and I will answer it in a future Q&A. Have a great week and I will see you soon.